My name is Patricia Matthew. I'm with Keller Williams Realty Las Vegas, and I am here with Genesis Jameson and Christy Tidal with the Jameson Group. How are you, ladies?
Hi, thank you for having us.
We're good.
We're very good. Thanks
Well,
for having
great.
us.
Well, I'm sure everybody is curious. Tell us a little bit about the Jameson Group. What do you ladies do? We want to know everything.
Well, we are a small boutique group with Christy and I, and we do have a field guy who works for us as well. We've had him for quite some time, and we pride ourselves in being a very hands-on team that will take you from the beginning of a transaction all the way to the end, and then even thereafter. One of the things that we really do make sure that we pride ourselves on is just communication. I feel like a lot of agents lack communication with their clients, so we make sure that we communicate very well, and we also listen.
Okay.
Listen to those clients. That is something too. What are their wants and needs? And then even sometimes during those conversations, there's discovery that sometimes we find out what they need a little bit more than they even knew. But we do pride ourselves on just being a very small boutique, very hands-on, and great communication and a good referral base of clients.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great. And how long have you ladies been in the business? How long has the Jameson Group been around?
23 years I've been doing it. Christy actually has more experience and has been in the industry longer than I have, but I have been 23 years, and Christy?
I'm 28 years.
28 years.
Yes.
Okay. So
I started when I was 2 years old.
Of course.
Of course, you know.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So and the market has really changed. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But where does the source of your business come from? 23 years, 28 years. Do you get leads? Do you do open houses? Tell us, who do you service? Who are these people?
Sphere of influence. Friends, family, past clients, and referral has been that way from day one. Once in a while, I do say we get a little strange business. And I call it strange business just because it's somebody that you don't know. From marketing, from just the internet, we'll get business. But majority of our business still to this day after 23 years is referrals, past clients, families, and friends.
Yeah, that's the best business to have, isn't it? You ladies are doing something really right at a high level. It's about the connection. There's no lead source that can you have to build that over time, the connection. And then the referrals come from that, right?
Yep. Agreed. Absolutely.
The goal is to get inside your database's database like these ladies have done.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've probably have grown slower than most realtors who do a lot of marketing or pay for lead generation. But to me, it's we enjoy it more because you build those relationships. I'm a people person. I love people. I thrive off of people, and they become, when it's a referral, they turn into friends and family, and then they refer you, and it's just nice. And you get to work with some of the best people that way.
That's the good stuff. The good stuff, right?
Agreed.
Now, recently you came back to Keller Williams. I know you were with us. You left for another opportunity, and you came back. And tell us a little bit about that and what's important in your business. Why did you come back?
We decided to come back for a couple reasons. Miss the energy.
Well, we missed you too.
We did miss the energy, but we also came back. For 23 years, I know how to do the business and how to help clients. That to me, I think it just comes naturally. I don't know how to properly run a business.
Okay.
And really am ready. I think I was resistant for majority of my 23 years, even through guidance and people trying to help. I don't think I was ready, and definitely we're ready to take it to the next level, and we need the help.
Okay.
And so, of course, I've always looked up to you, and I know that that's what you do, is be able to help in the business building part of the business. And so we wanted to come back to get that guidance and direction, and I know we're in good hands.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm delighted that you're back and we're able to partner to help you scale your business through models and systems, and we're going to have a good time doing it. And I know you have some exciting news, which we're going to get to in just a minute, and keep everybody waiting. But tell me a little bit about, and Christy, let me ask you, the market has really, from 28 years ago to now, things are very different. What are you finding in business today what are some of the things that are different now?
I think the biggest thing is the buyer or the consumer's access to information. I think there's so many websites out there, and Zillow being the one. I think a lot of people, that's just their source of entertainment sometimes. And everybody loves a beautiful home, right?
Sure.
We love, that's where Architectural Digest came from and that sort of thing. And so I think that love of homes has really fueled all of these websites. And so it's nice in that they have access to everything, and we can collaborate with agents in different areas, and that kind of leads us into the social media side where you can build a rapport and a relationship with agents, in North Carolina or Boston, because you have a shared love of the business, but also maybe there's a hobby. And so it's really nice to be able to build those fingers and outlets to other markets to be able to, ultimately better service your clients. But it's great to kind of mastermind with those people and see what they're doing and just kind of it's a great, I think, collaborative effort.
Yeah.
And really all it does is just help service our clients better.
Yeah, and so what I'm hearing is you're able to cast a wider net with the network, because access to information, it's moving at the speed of light.
Yes.
And then how do you help people? Because what I find often is with all that information, people are looking at homes, have some of being a top advisor, right? How has that changed when people are coming to the table and they have so much information and they're excited? That conversation, sometimes the reality is not quite the fantasy, right?
Yes.
So as a top advisor, being professionals, are you having conversations more often about what the data in the MLS is and what things really look like?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, everyone's heard that Zestimate, and I think so many people take that as the holy grail. And so when clients do come to us, it's really nice to be able to show them facts versus opinion, and really how we get to what a market value is versus what somebody thinks a value is. And also just to be their real estate advisor, we take that really personal. I think this business is very intimate. Buying a home, that's where you stay, that's where your family is. And we take it really personal. And, just being able to be an advisor to them and help them get through the loud information that's out there, because there is so much out there.
So much information.
And just to be able to be that calm, just guide them through, but just to keep things calm for them.
Right.
Because it's stressful.
It is stressful, and it can be very confusing. There's a lot of static in our industry. And
I love that word, static.
It is. And if you just really focus on what I found in my experience, if you really just focus on the people and you're authentic and you're coming from contribution, it will come through, because the information can be very misleading. People think that buying a home, selling a home, doing it yourself, what they're unaware of is FSBOs, for example, on average get about 17% less than if they hire a professional. So yeah, it's definitely different than it was 28 years ago, where we really had the data. We were able to control the data.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's out there.
Yeah.
And we're also, we always tell our clients, we want to be your resource, not just for the transaction.
Nice.
So
absolutely.
we're their resource even after the transaction. Many clients, we help them in facilitating remodels, repairs. They call us when things come up during them living in the home. They lean on us for things even after the sale, or not always just during. But I always say we're not here just for the transaction. We're here to be your resource for life.
Well, what I'm hearing also is that you have a successful business because you're following up with them. And that comes from not only the experience in selling, but the ability to stay in touch. I think the percentage is somewhere in the high 80s. Agents would use their realtor again if the realtor stayed in touch. And sometimes you need, again, that's a great point, you need a great landscaper, a great drywall guy. You want to be that person. That rapport comes from remembering.
Yep.
Yeah, we like to do that.
Yeah, we're good. And we have our moments. I get a little Tasmanian devilish to where I'm all over the place. But the one thing that is also nice, there's been times where I haven't stayed in touch as best as I would want to with clients, and then they call back and it's been years later. You feel gut-wrenching at first because you're like, oh, I haven't kept in touch with them like I should. But then you feel good because you're like, they came back. because of the service that we provided them.
You've left an impression on
And
them.
we make sure that that service is still there for them, and we hold their hand all the way through and make sure we get to the end. And it's like we picked up like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
So
and that's the grace
it's
with
nice.
people too. You know, I meet with a lot of agents and they go, "Oh, I haven't spoken to this person in a while. I'm afraid to call." I've never had anybody say, "Where have you been? You haven't called me in 3 years, or you haven't called me in 5 years." Most people are very happy to hear, so it's nice to hear it's coming the other way too, and you have to have grace with that.
But we do keep in good touch with most of our clients.
Fantastic. That's why you guys have a very good business. You ladies have a great business. Let me, I know you're anxious. 2024 is here.
Excited.
What can we expect to hear from the Jameson Group? What are you guys up to in 2024 that everybody needs to know about?
So,
everything.
We're super excited.
Yes. Christy and I have been together for 10 years. She has been amazing. I could not do what I do. Sorry. I cannot do what I do with my clients without Christy. But we are bringing her to the front side of the house. She still handles the operations and keeps me orderly, which that is a very big task. If anybody who knows me knows I'm a busybody. And she keeps me orderly, and she keeps us looking good for our clients. But it is time that Christy comes to the front table so that we can have double the help with our clients, and we can service more of our buyers and sellers at that high level. So we are ready to bring her front and center.
So double the value, double the service in the front of the house, and I'm hearing that not only you're scaling your business, you're also looking for talent, and congratulations, Christy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This
I'm
seems
excited.
like a natural progression of things.
Yes,
So there's
absolutely.
growth happening, expansion.
Yeah.
If you're looking for somebody, I don't want to say to replace you because that's not possible, but you're looking
No,
for
thank you.
talent.
Sure.
What would be some of the characteristics that you're looking for somebody to add to the team? Because in order for it to grow, you still have
Sure.
some operations
Absolutely,
that has to be filled.
Yeah.
I mean, we're like we had said in the beginning, we're still a boutique team, and we take our clients' care really serious. And so we're so excited to be able to kind of tag team that and give them even more care and guidance through their transaction and afterwards. But I think the talent we're kind of looking for is just customer, like, front of mind.
Okay.
Just no matter what, that's always our focus. It's never about us. And I think that's how we've kind of kept that 90, I think we kind of hover about 96% of our business is either return customers or personal referrals. I know.
Yeah, fantastic.
And so we, that's a big source of pride for us. And
Servant
so,
heart, a servant
yeah,
heart.
absolutely. But just to be, just to always, I think, come from a place of service and kindness.
Okay.
For not just our clients, but also for our fellow industry.
That's
you
primary.
know,
That's
yeah,
the
you have
most
to.
important thing.
You have to work as a team, and I think, especially the last couple of months, everything has been so divisive in the industry, and it's like, it just kind of feels unhealthy, and so I'm excited to kind of get that past us as a whole, as an industry, and get someone in our team that can kind of help us keep moving in the direction we want to go, but just with your help, make it so much better.
And bigger.
We'll do it. Yes, we'll go bigger. That's what we like to do it here at the office.
I know. We're
So if somebody was interested in learning about that role, who would they reach out to? Would they send an email?
That would be me.
Christy.
I will be. She'll just forward you on over. I'll be the
Service.
talent manager.
And they have to have some
Yes, she will be the talent
administrative
manager.
prowess, right? They need.
I think so. I think that's always a good foundation.
Okay.
But I also think that at the end of the day, administrative work is all sort of customer service. It just depends on what product you have. So if you have, medical field experience, it's still interaction. I think, we're not like hard on the real estate stuff because that can be learned and
Right.
we
Okay.
can nurture
Good.
that side. It's kind of that foundation that we're looking for
Okay.
of just basic,
Organizational
yeah,
skills.
be super organized.
Timely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But also
Time
too, I think,
management, organized.
yeah.
Communicative.
Yes, that's always good. I think we text each other more than we text our significant others.
Yes.
So
Okay,
yeah,
gentlemen,
so we're
there you
all
go.
so we're
Hard
all
work.
about texting each other.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Yeah, we're high touch with our clients and ourselves, each other.
Yes.
That's really exciting for you
Yeah.
too, to be in sales, and that's what does your family think about that?
Well, lucky for me, I come from a real estate family. My grandmother actually kicked me into this business at a very young age. I think I was maybe 2 years old, going out showing property with her and like writing, my own contracts under her desk while she worked. And so it's been in my blood my whole life. It's all I've ever done. It's all I've ever wanted to do. So I'm super excited, and they're super supportive. So
Great.
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna be great.
I appreciate you ladies spending some time with me. We are thrilled again to have you here to help you grow and scale your business. And
so
that's
excited.
it. So the Jameson
We
Group,
are.
Genesis, and Christy, growing in all things.